until they plump up, and then we're going to throw those in. So normally if you're using 1 cup of dried tomatoes, that's going to give you about 2 cups of soaked tomatoes. Okay, so put those in there. And then we're going to use 1/4 cup of chopped parsley, just a 1/4 cup, not a whole lot. So probably, I'll measure it out for you. 1/4 cup is not much, maybe about that much. I'll toss that in. Okay, and then we're going to use 1½ tablespoons, or excuse me, 1½ teaspoons of ground cumin. There's about 1, and there's 1/2. And then we're going to use 1½ teaspoons of whole unrefined salt. This is Himalayan salt. So there's about 1 there, 1½. About to have 1½. Okay. And then we're going to put in. No, I'm sorry. We'll do the lemon juice later. So I think that's everything that we throw into the food processor. We're going to blend this. Okay. Got to put the top on. There we go. All right. And now we've got a second filler to go with that we're going to make separately. Let me put this over here. And all that's going to be is 3 avocados cubed and some lemon juice. And so I'll show you my technique that I like to use with avocados. I cut them this way and go down to the seed, and then I just roll them. Just roll them like that, and it gets back around. And then I just twist the knife, and it pops the avocado apart. And then I've got 1/2 with the seed in it, and I take that and put my knife into it and just twist it again and pop it right out. And pop it apart, and pop that seed out. There we go. And then just take the meat out with a tablespoon and just go around the inside like that. And if there's any of it that's gotten kind of old, just scrape it away, compost it. I always turn them up like that so they're easier to cut. Scrape out any extra. Okay. Let me get this. These are nice ripe avocados, and when you get nice ripe avocados, they can be kind of gooey. But they look wonderful. Toss that. I always save. I scrape these things down to the skin. I don't waste any. I love avocados, so there we go. Okay. And then I just cut this into squares, like so. Little turn, and halfway through the middle, and then you've got nice chunks of avocado. All right, so we've got 3 avocados cubed, and put those in a bowl. That's a messy job there. And thank you. Put these in a bowl. And now I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of lemon juice or lime juice. Lime juice is wonderful. You know, I like lime juice. It's my favorite. 1/4 cup of lemon or lime juice over it. There we go. Just pour it over it. Give it a stir. I'm going to take this, put it in there. Get all these little cubes broken up and coated with the lemon juice or the lime juice. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Now, all right, so we've got our filler number 1, which is our meat, and we've got filler number 2, which is avocados and lemon juice or lime juice. And then we're going to add a third filler, which is romaine lettuce. And we're gonna do what's called a chiffonade cut to the lettuce. And a chiffonade cut is just where you cut it into ribbons. That's French for, I believe it's French for ribbons, whatever. But the way you do it is you can take your romaine, you can stack them up if you've got a bunch of them, whatever kind of lettuce, leafy greens, you roll them up nicely like that. And then what you do is just cut it into thin ribbons. And with the stiff, romaine is really stiff and it has a nice texture and flavor to it. So if you chiffonade cut the romaine, then you get nice thin ribbons that work well for going inside a taco. Okay, so then you see, you get ribbons. It's real nice, and that's how they do that in restaurants. If you're a strict vegetarian, and you want to be strictly raw, if you're a raw food purist, then you can use romaine leaves, and you can take some of the meat mixture, and you can spread it down the middle of a romaine leaf. And man, this smells good. It smells like taco sauce. Just spread the meat around, and then you can just roll it up inside the romaine leaf and eat it. And this is more kind of like a burrito, but it really does taste like taco. That mixture really is wonderful. Oh, I forgot. Put in the cucumber. Put in the avocado. So you throw a little bit of that in there. And it gives it a real nice flavor. And put a little bit more in there. And with that combination, it's just really wonderful. Now, if you want it to be more like a real taco shell or a conventional taco shell, you can get sprouted tortillas. This is Ezekiel sprouted tortillas. These are cooked. They're not raw. But if you're going to eat a bread, this is a better one to eat because it's sprouted, uses sprouted grains. And so you can take one of these, and they come kind of stuck together like that. And just take one of those and you can make yourself a taco this way. And I like rolling these up. You don't have to. You could just bend them and eat them. Or you could just dip them. Take a little bit of the meat, make a line. And what I normally do is I leave a little bit. I put the meat all the way up to the one end, and I leave a little space at the other end because I'm going to fold it there. And I put some avocado along there. And then I put some lettuce on there. And this is wonderful. This meets the approval of my 15-year-old nephew. He really loves these. And then you just pack it in there a little bit. And I fold the end over. And I roll it like so. And you've got yourself a Mexican wrap. And it is awesome. I just want to show you a simple thing you can do with a dehydrator to make your food more interesting. You can take any kind of vegetable, chop it up into small pieces, and dehydrate it. I've got a plate of red bell peppers and sweet onions, zucchini, squash, different kinds of mushrooms, button mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, anything like that, celery, carrots. Take them and slice them thin, put them in your dehydrator and dry them out. It takes 12 to 16 hours or so. And what you get is a nice crunchy salad mix that you can put on salads or you can put in other foods or just eat as snacks. Red bell peppers are real nice by themselves. They're very sweet. They're almost like candy. Just don't overdo it with dehydrated foods. Make sure you drink plenty of water if you're going to be eating these. But they are something that's simple to do that you can throw in your food and have a nice little garnish, a little something extra. Now, a perfect complement to my Japanese dressing is my Japanese daikon salad. And so, first of all, you need to know what a daikon is. A daikon is a white root vegetable from Asia. I believe they're growing them in the United States now. You want to make sure that you get an organic one. And this is just a piece of one. They can grow 14, 16 inches long, and they can be maybe up to 3 inches around at the fat end. It looks like a big white carrot, basically. And you can get them in health food stores. I would recommend getting them in health food stores. Wherever you get it, make sure that it's organic, because a lot of these are grown in Asia, and they're not only not organic, sometimes they may be genetically engineered. And so definitely use organic daikon. We've taken one and we've peeled it, and we're going to use a piece about this big, and we're also going to put carrots and cucumber in this salad. And in order to do this, we're going to spiralize this daikon and the cucumber. We're going to spiralize this daikon into noodles. And what that means is we're going to take a device called a spiralizer. This is the one that I use. This is from a company called Ben Reiner, B-E-N-R-I-N-E-R. And this one is good if you're really going to do the living foods lifestyle. It's good to get a spiralizer that you can do quantities of noodles easily with. And this one comes with 3 different blades for cutting noodles of 3 different thicknesses, and it works very well. This one runs in the range of $75 to $100. Now, very often with raw food equipment suppliers, they will recommend this little, what they call Saladuccio. It's also known as a Joyce Chen spiralizer. I don't recommend this spiralizer because, first of all, it has a very small capacity, and when you're actually making dishes, you've got to, first of all, cut whatever you're spiralizing into small pieces and put it into this small cup, and then assemble it, and then spiralize your stuff into noodles, and then you get this little container and you dump it out, and you have to keep doing that over and over again. And it's just inconvenient. It's also not very good quality. The blades tend to rust, and it only has one noodle size, and they're pretty fine, and for a lot of recipes they just don't work well. So I recommend not using one of these. This one costs about $30, and that's about what it's worth. If you're really going to do this lifestyle, get yourself a decent spiralizer, because this is a piece of equipment that I use quite a lot. So, because it's great for making noodles. You can make all kinds of vegetarian pasta dishes without actually eating pasta. And so let's get to it. I'm going to spiralize this daikon. And I'm going to spiralize this thing into noodles. You can also spiralize it into just ribbons without making noodles. And so I just slide this on and press it in place. And clear my area here. And I just turn it. And you can see you get the most beautiful noodles coming out of there. Now you can see that this shoots out a little core of whatever it is you're spiralizing.